everyone. I just got done facilitating a virtual mediation and wanted to jump on here and talk a little bit about some of the misconceptions that I see pretty regularly as I mediate for family law cases here in Iowa. Now, those misconceptions are usually surrounding what the role of the mediator is and what the goal is of a mediation session. So I'm going to tell you quick what the goal is not. The goal of mediation is not to get everything you've ever wanted. The goal of mediation is not for you to win and the other party to lose. The goal of mediation is not to convince the mediator that you're right and that they should advocate for you against the other party. The goal of mediation also is not to compare the offer you're being given by the other side against what you might conceivably be able to convince a judge to give you in court. Now, that last one, that might be part of your analysis as you're thinking about whether or not to agree to terms in mediation. You might think, well, if I go to trial, I might be able to get this or that, or I'm legally entitled to XYZ, right? But the goal of mediation is not to set out a checklist and say, this is what I'm being offered, this is what I could get in court, and have that be the determining factor in whether or not you agree. So what is the goal of mediation? Well, mediation utilizes a third-party neutral, your mediator, to help you work toward an agreement or terms of an agreement that you can both live with, okay? Not exactly what you want, not exactly what you've always hoped for, maybe not the agreement of your dreams, but something that each party can live with. Now, the reason that we want to frame mediation in this light is that you may be able to get more by going to trial than the agreement you can live with that you may come to in mediation. However, trial is costly, financially and emotionally. It's stressful, it's difficult, and sometimes even unpredictable. And it puts all the power over your agreement and your family's future in the hands of a judge and takes it out of your own hands. Now, in mediation, if you come in open to negotiating, open to giving on some of the things that you'd hoped to achieve in your agreement, willing to work towards an agreement that you can live with through self-determination, right? With the power all in your hands, coming to an agreement that you've decided works for you and your circumstances and your family, many times you're going to be much happier in the long run than if you go to trial, air your dirty laundry, fight with your spouse or significant other, depending on the circumstances, and maybe come out with a few more dollars of child support or a couple extra hours a week of visitation than you would have agreed to otherwise. But think of the emotional damage and the cost, both financial and emotional. Self-determination, come to your own agreements, guys. It's usually better than trial, and that